Wow, Nintendo, you've given me another app to download that I'm never gonna touch. I kind of feel like I'm collecting these apps like stones to my mobile infinity gauntlet. As you may already know, Nintendo now has 3 big non-gaming apps that they expect you to take seriously, and today I want to rant about them. Seriously, Nintendo has the online app, the music app, and now the Nintendo Today app, because apparently using one app like a normal person is just too much to ask. I'll be breaking down all 3 of these wonderfully useless apps, from how they started to where they are now, and why they should absolutely just be one thing. And of course, if you go on to enjoy this video, then be sure to leave a like and download that subscribe app. Now let's get on with this and start with the app that came out first. Ah yes, the Nintendo Switch Online app, my favorite little disappointment. Released on July 21st, 2017, this application lets you invite friends to play online, use voice chat with compatible games, and access game-specific services. Inviting friends is useful. Not useful for me though, because the friends I have on my Switch either haven't been online in months or don't play the same games as me. Basically, my friends list is just a graveyard of people who used to play a lot of Animal Crossing. I also can't confirm that inviting friends through the app even works because I've never done it, so I'm just stating whatever the online wikis are telling me, okay? Now, voice chat, also can't confirm that this works, but my sources tell me that it works for a handful of games. Having only select games work with voice chat is definitely a choice, and another choice is locking this feature behind a phone app. If you're gonna pull out your phone to click on an app to start a voice chat, you might as well not even install Nintendo Online and just click on any other social app you already have and start a call there. Discord exists, FaceTime exists, carrier pigeons exist, they're all better. Now that previous complaint might become outdated in the near or not so near future due to the Switch 2 having a new chat feature, but I do still think that it's worth mentioning since we did have to deal with this thing for about the past 7 years. As for the game-specific services, the Switch Online app includes them as mini apps. They're not exactly features anyone was clamoring to access from their phone, but they're a nice touch, I guess. Are you itching to see some community-made Smash clips and need to get your fix as soon as possible? Just click on the Smash Ultimate icon on the Switch Online app and watch to your heart's content. Want to check Splatoon stats? Cool, welcome to Splatnet 2, the one part of this app that people actually liked. Except now we have Splatnet 3, and these 2 Splatoon-focused services just kind of coexist now, and it feels a little awkward. And there's some kind of Animal Crossing service in here too, but I don't know what it does, nor do I care. It probably lets you mail fruit to your friends or something revolutionary. And that's about all the app has to offer, is what I would say if it weren't for this recent Switch 2 news. It seems that with the release of the Switch 2, this app will finally go from borderline useless to borderline useful. Nintendo's adding a new QR code scanning feature to make friending people easier, and is finally letting you download your Switch screenshots and videos to your phone through the app. This second feature I just mentioned, the saving screenshots and videos thing, is something that's been on PlayStation's and Xbox's mobile apps forever. The reason I bring up those other 2 apps is because they're everything I wish Nintendo Online was. In those apps, not only can you chat with your friends and invite them to games, but you can also search profiles, view your game library, view news, and purchase games. All things that a mobile app for a gaming console should do. The weird thing is that you can view Nintendo news in a mobile form, it's just through a different app. I guess sometimes Sony and Microsoft just do what Nintendo don't. At this point, the NSO app is kind of like that app you just keep on your phone just in case. It's not really helpful, it's not really fun, it's just kind of there. At least pre-Switch 2, because they seem to actually be trying to make it better. Next up, we have the Nintendo Music app, launched on October 30th, 2024. Finally, an official way to stream all your favorite Nintendo tunes without resorting to questionable YouTube uploads. The thing is though, why not just put your music on existing streaming services? At least that's all I could think about when this new app was announced. Anyways, let me give the app some credit. First off, the app offers a selection of soundtracks from franchises like Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Splatoon, etc. But, and it's a big but, the initial library was pretty limited. Sure, they've been adding more tracks over time, but the pace is slower than what would be ideal. Nintendo is going with the same model they're using for the NSO virtual consoles on Switch, where they only add content every so often, basically monthly. But where that works for virtual consoles, since you can get a lot of playtime from just a couple of new games each month, the same strategy doesn't really work for a music streaming app. I'm sure I don't really have to explain this, nor do I think I even can, but it's a music streaming app. You need a lot of music to make it enjoyable. You can't just add 1 or 2 game soundtracks every month. There should be multiple new albums weekly. Is that an unpopular opinion? Maybe, I don't know. Then there's the interface. It's functional, but it feels a bit bare bones. It does its job, but I think it's kind of lacking that Nintendo charm. Creating playlists is straightforward, and you can loop tracks for extended periods, which is nice, but one thing seems to be missing. Well, if you write it down on a piece of paper, I can get a hold of a pigeon for you, because you can't really share playlists on Nintendo Music. And let's not forget the elephant in the concert hall. No composer credits. That's right. For some odd reason, none of the brilliant minds behind these iconic tracks get a mention. All that's shown under any track is the title of the song and the game it's from. Fans and industry folks weren't too happy about that, and rightfully so. So basically, in conclusion, the Nintendo Music app is neat, but not really needed. Yeah, it has a lot of shortcomings, but at least Nintendo fans have an official way to stream their favorite Nintendo tracks. What's funny is that I have this app and I do listen to some Nintendo music from time to time, but I still don't click on this app. I just go to YouTube Music. Also, listen to Mifa's theme from Age of Calamity when you need motivation. It works wonders. Now we've got the Nintendo Today app, and okay, I'll be real with you, this one's actually kind of nice. It launched in March 2025, and it's basically a daily Nintendo news hub with an animated calendar you can customize using themes from Mario, Zelda, Splatoon, and, the usual suspects. Honestly, it's got more charm than the Nintendo Music app, which is a little odd. But as cool as it looks, I just don't get why this needed to be its own thing. Like, this could have easily been built into the Switch Online app. Why do I need a whole separate app just to check news and see release dates? I could already do that through Nintendo's site or socials and news outlets. Heck, there's even already a news tab on the Switch home menu. When I watched the Switch 2 Direct and they revealed this new app, I literally said out loud, another app?
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today.
Not another freaking app, bro. I'm so tired of Nintendo with these freaking apps. Like, I wasn't even mad, I was just tired. Functionally, it's fine. It does its job. I'm not really mad at it. I'm just confused as to why Nintendo thinks that we have like infinite space on our phones and infinite patience for apps that could all just be combined together and just be one thing. And that brings me to the real issue. Why do all of these need to be separate? Nintendo Music, Nintendo Today, Switch Online, they all feel like different limbs that forgot they belong to the same body. I imagine that you could just add a news and calendar tab to the NSO app along with a music tab. I should also be able to see my console library and be able to buy and download games from my phone to my console. And this idea is straying a little more from the app into the console, but I also think that you should be able to use Nintendo Music like a background app like Spotify on the Xbox or PlayStation, and be able to listen to whatever tracks you want to listen to while playing any game. It'd be so easy. Just make one app. One well-designed, fully featured, charming little Nintendo hub. Is that so hard? I just checked my phone and I have about 120 apps on here, and 4 of them are from Nintendo. The 4th is Mario Run. It's low-key kind of fun. That's about 3.3% of my phone dedicated to this badness. And honestly, that's like 2 apps too many. Because at this point, every time Nintendo announces a new app, I'm not excited, I'm just bracing myself. And if they do decide to make another one, I'm sending them a pigeon with a diss track on a CD attached with a handwritten note that just says, why? And yeah, I know I don't have to download these apps, but somehow I still do it. It's like I'm collecting them, like they're Pokemon or something, and my phone is a Pokédex. Except there's not really any prize to doing so. I guess the only prize is really just inconvenience, but those are just my thoughts and I want to hear yours. So please leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, then like the video. And if you liked me, then subscribe. I've been Majin Sprite, or you can just call me Sprite, but never Majin. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.